Keep going. How much is it?
2, 1.
Good evening. This is Jenna, and I have my co-host and partner in crime for today, Mr. Hynaken. Woo! All right, this is Paperrocklive. Mr. Spliff Star happens to be making money in ATL, and I'm very happy. I miss my other partner in crime, but we'll catch up in 2 weeks. But we'll see each other before then. I'm going to just cut to the chase because this is a show that's very special, and I'll tell you why. Because it's going on right this second. A big part of me, being the sports enthusiast that I am, was really thinking about postponing the show. But what kind of professional would I be if I did that? And I said to myself, if no one shows up, I understand. So Hynaken, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day and the dedication. Did you realize it was going to be Game 6 when you obliged yourself?
I was just like, the fuck, whatever.
Oh, so I was a fuck whatever be. That was just like a fuck it. Like,
no, I mean, I was just like, dead ass, but I'm like, I didn't just want to sit home and watch the game when I could get updates and stuff like that. I figured there would have been a television here playing the game, but fuck it.
I thought so too, but it's okay. I know the situation, and I should have bought my other. Listen, and Matt is in the back giving me the hairy eyeball. That wasn't a jab. My whole thing is, we were talking about TVs. Everybody wants TVs. They cost like $5 now. You know, motherfuckers want to put TVs in the bathroom, in the kitchen and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, everywhere, which is fine. So I apologize because I was thinking about that.
The moment they could put a TV in the pussy, I'm in there, even full time.
All right,
full time. What?
Before we get to that
24 hours.
All right, cool. So pussy and
the TV.
Okay, pussy, TV.
I am cheating forever.
But what if your girlfriend has a TV in the pussy?
Yeah, that's what she got the TV in her pussy. I'm dead.
But you just.
What?
You know what? It's fine. Let me just, because you started something before we came on live, which is really. I don't want to get too angry because we're just having a great mood and we're just getting started. What do you mean? Just you have the score, don't you? You have an idea of what's going on? How much are they up by?
You have 3 phones right there. You can easily fire.
But they have no reception in one. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I don't have reception here. I never do. That's
well,
why
what's
I
your
text
phone carrier? I have Sprint. Sprint don't work nowhere.
Are you kidding me? Sprint was the best one I had. Sprint was working in Aruba. I was the only person with service. Sprint has great service. I have AT&T and they be playing around.
Oh, they're stealing your money.
Because
AT&T is supposed to really rock out.
I don't have energy.
Rock out with the cock.
My phone. Let me just say this. I'm sorry, AT&T, not to put you guys into whatever the spotlight. My phones are also 6 years old. So you know what I'm saying? You can.
So is mine.
I love it. I love it. People want to get new phones every week.
Baby! Oh, let me stop.
What's the score?
Gotta give it up, yo. Can't get this shit for free.
Yo, what?
How about this? Right, let's set the record straight. So, I've never deviated from the Knicks. As you can see, I have a stupid. I'm not stupid. Thank you.
You're loyal.
I'm loyal, and
You're crazy.
Me too.
I don't think that's ever been in question. Am I crazy? Well,
When's the last time you cheated on a man?
I'm pretty good. I was 23 in Miami, and we were kind of on the outs anyway.
Listen, anytime a New York woman goes to Miami, her pussy's extra wet.
What? Well, it doesn't help that I was in the water at like 5 feet, and then you know how quickly I got out that water. You know how like a sense of urgency comes out. You're cooked until all of a sudden your knees, like you're here, and all of a sudden you hear, did.
Well, I thought you said you heard a dick coming.
No, Jaws. I'm hearing the Jaws music because you're in Miami. Then you start realizing there's crocodiles. They feed at night. You're in the water with everybody.
Crocodiles in a pool?
We're at Miami. We're in the water.
You know what it would take for a crocodile to be near South Beach?
Alligator, whatever the fuck they are.
Nah, like listen.
They got him at Disney. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
That's Orlando. That's different. Miami, South.
I'm not going in the water.
Listen, that's like having a homeless nigga.
What?
It would be a crazy place to see a homeless nigga in New York. It's just not that crazy, but.
Not now. You talking about?
That'd be like having a homeless person right in front of a police station. Like it's just a crocodile on South Beach. That is absolutely ridiculous.
That's a bad analogy. Have you looked around in 2020 in New York City? It's worse than I Am Legend. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Those homeless people, sleeping in. They're getting arrested on purpose so they have somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, they get 3 meals. 3 meals in cable.
Which is more than we can say right here. What's the fucking score? Let's.
You're not ready for that.
What are we in? Are we at the end of the first? What time is it? So no, we're in the second. How much time? before the second.
Listen, what you got on the docket?
All right, I'm gonna say LA is up by 12 points, and we got 6 minutes to go before halftime.
Oh, good. Somebody sent the message to you.
No, am I right?
You dead ass right. That's I'll show you the screenshot.
Let me see. You like that, guys?
Somebody sent that to you.
How fuck? Oh, what? Look at this. You see me the whole with 6 and change to go.
Oh well, it's 10 points now. 8 to go.
Woo! How do I, yo guys? How do I
It
know
was
that?
12.
That's kind of crazy. Anyway, all right. So now that I know my shit, all right. So obviously you're going for LeBron. My whole synopsis behind me being a diehard Knicks fan is we haven't been in the playoffs. I don't anticipate
Whose
us
fault
being
is that?
the general GM. You're
Okay.
asking the wrong person, right? It's not me. It's not me. You see Pat. You see where Pat's at. And let me tell you, I'm looking forward. Pat looks like Joe Biden with that mask on. Is it just me? Because at one point, I said, what the fuck is Biden doing at the game?
He just looks like a mafia dude
I
that's
love
running
him.
his rackets from the Bronx all the way to Long Island.
When you send your resignation letter to this fucking Nolan or whatever his name is, and you just fax in your resignation letter, you say go fuck yourself. That's
I mean,
real
well,
talk.
but when he faxed it, that was 95, 97, whatever.
That's so disrespectful.
How? That was what? How,
He
that
was
standard.
disrespectful. Hell no, you
That
come
was
in and you
20
slap that shit on
What
the
was he
person.
supposed to send? A text message? That was 23
No,
years
you
ago.
come in and you slap that note on the desk. You don't email it,
Fuck
fax
outta
it.
here.
Get the fuck. But I respect it. I think it's the disrespect though on that was hysterical. The same way the disrespect comes with Chapman, how we went out, the Yanks, kill yourself, and it was apropos because he smacked the shit out of whatever his name is, like the first game. So anyway, Tampa Bay, I salute you guys. I hope that they take it. The reason I say that is because the Rays won for hockey, and I'm feeling like it's New York. Back then it was 95 with Gretzky, we had a chance to do it. You know, the Yanks won, everybody won except for the Knicks, and they, listen, Pat, I hope I get to interview Pat one time. But just one time, I'll be polite until it's, you know what I'm saying?
What would be an off-the-wall question you would ask him?
What I didn't get, right, was when the post game, right? So you knew you missed a shot, and whereas I can appreciate optimism, all he could really speak to was, first of all, you had a hard time understanding Pat, which is why he could never really be a head coach, which is true. Like, if you look at what's going on here, maybe now he's in a better position. I know he's an assistant coach. Maybe he's never been a head coach.
Who are you talking about?
Pat.
Pat who?
Ewing.
Oh, well, he never won a championship, so they just weren't going to let him in.
Okay, so, all right, so proving my point, he comes out in the postgame and says, we're going to get them next year. So me as a diehard Knicks fan, you realize there is no next year, right? Like,
What you mean?
Patrick was 106, he was a horse out to pasture, and then they drop him off, I think, to, where'd he go? He went to,
Seattle.
was it Seattle? For
Yeah.
his last year. How disgraceful was that? And they had nobody coming in to help learn the position. They just waited till he was 106 and said, now we need a new center. Then you bring in Luke Longley, he's supposed to save us. I don't want to get into this. So you're a Laker fan.
I'm not a
Check
Laker
back-
fan.
You're a LeBron fan. We've had this
I'm a
conversation.
LeBron supporter. See, here's the difference. A fan will never criticize somebody. If I see LeBron doing the fuck shit, I'm like, yo, fuck boy, what are you doing?
What do you think about the pass to Green versus him taking it, which is what separates the boys from the men, continue
I
to
mean,
Green?
well, it's no different when Jordan passed to Kerr and he passed to Paxton.
Green wasn't doing shit that game.
Who?
Kerr,
Neither was Paxton. What was Kerr
Paxton
averaged? Kerr averaged 4 points. So when Jordan passed him, what was he doing? Averaging 2 points?
but that was what he. You know what's crazy? I don't know. What was I watching this? What the percentages? Oh God, who are the players? This is gonna drive me crazy. One play for. Oh God, I'm gonna get it. They were talking about two people who you would never think. Oh my God, I can see the person's face from the Knicks, and their percentages were so on point because of how many shots they were taking. We don't need you taking 1 million shots, LeBron, right? And then you're mad, at the end, he can't play from behind. They were behind the whole game.
What do you mean they can't play from behind? They had a chance to win the game.
And did they?
So because he missed that one, that sounds ridiculous.
It doesn't. Please tell me.
So when Cleveland was down 25 points the year they won the championship and they came back and I forgot the team, whether it was the Celtics or the Hawks. That's not coming from behind? Come on, man.
That's one fucking game. And again, Jordan never let it get to that. Let's be clear. How many games did Jordan get blown out like that? I'm just like wait, there was such a difference in score.
How many years Jordan played?
I'm sorry, LeBron's gonna do that.
No. How many
tremendous
years
condition.
did Jordan play?
He retired when he was 42.
No, so
43?
13.
Because from my understanding, I would have thought he only played 6 years.
13.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't do that.
He sat here, got ratcheted by Larry Bird with an old back. Come on now.
You know what? Let's
Come
get
on now.
to the next, because we're gonna be here all night with this. Let me get to the next thing.
Jordan's an ill motherfucker. I'm not gonna sit here and thrash him, but we're not gonna sit. Jordan lovers act like he never did nothing wrong.
I was never disappointed watching Jordan, and that's what's crazy because coming out of the East Coast, you were either a Knicks whore, right? You were on it, and I know I'm wearing a Reggie shirt because this is another topic of conversation for my next guest. But with the Knicks, once they lost, and you knew it was a matter of time, right? You just knew it was going to happen because you had Alonzo, you had all these different people who we had issues with. But once we lost, and we were going to lose, I was rooting for Jordan. You know, you wanted Reggie down. You know what I'm saying? So, and really, let's be honest. All I wanted was a good series. That's all I really wanted because if it's one-sided, who wants to watch that shit? I don't want to watch somebody getting their ass kicked by 12 points. I don't. They didn't come back, but let's be kicking ass.
Didn't the Bulls obliterate the Lakers? Magic only won one game. Was that a real series?
I was about 6 when that happened, so I can't really,
Okay.
I can't commiserate with that. I can just speak
So
to
you're just living off, ESPN classics.
No, I would say 88. I started my reign in 88, and
I started in 92.
well, that's what I'm saying to you. Anyway, so he doesn't even know what else is going on because this is the finals, and we've had this conversation the last time you were here, and I'm not mad. Let's get back to the next topic. You brought up pussies and TVs.
Yeah.
And if TVs were in pussies,
I wouldn't cheat.
you would not cheat. So explain to me, most men don't want the gap, but if you don't have a gap to fit the TV in, are you strapping it to the fupa? What are you doing?
I mean, listen.
You obviously thought this out because you dream about this clearly. You had a whole vision.
All right. Think about this. 20 years ago, you couldn't send nothing from your phone. You were just dialing on a payphone or whatever. So the eventuality, the technology will be there, and I will live long enough to indulge in this. That's it. So I'll let the scientists or Elon Musk figure it out. But until then, I'll be out in these streets until they find a way to strap the TV to the pussy.
Okay, well, ladies, just watch out because you don't want to get electrocuted. You thought the dildo and the vibrator was bad. Now you got a fucking TV, an LCD.
I remember, I took a church girl to a porn shop, and then so she was just rolling around, and then so she picked up this like big ass dildo, right? That shit was like 14 inches, right? It maybe 20. This shit was ridiculous, right?
It's probably a two-sided one. Was it two-sided?
Listen, the reason why I know it was ridiculous, because we was looking, I'm like, that shit is ridiculous. So then this fat girl, right, comes, right? She's like, yeah, that shit is like 15 inches. This is ridiculous. She's like, I don't know what girl would take this shit. I'm like, and she throws it back. We get to the register. This bitch got 3 of them motherfuckers at the register. I said, I can't fit whatever you're trying to do, but I got a job for you in Guadalajara. You want to transport that. You could clearly fit some shit in your pussy.
Speaking to big penises, right? I had posted something on Instagram earlier. You didn't comment, so I don't think you saw it.
I saw it.
What's that post? You get treated better depending upon the penis size, right? And so I posted on Instagram.
I think you get more leverage if you dicking her down and you have a certain number.
Absolutely. If you're working in the situation, I don't care if you do the dishes. Seriously, I don't care. It is what it is.
Listen, fellas, if you bust her ass and then she wakes up out of her sleep and she doesn't ask for a round 2, you just rob her refrigerator and leave the spot because it's over.
All right, you know what? And I guess we're gonna skip right by this conversation.
Have you ever fell asleep and then you woke up and you didn't have the desire to want to go again?
No, because the person's gone. I'm not playing with you. Like,
skinny girls are like that. They don't want after they get fucked. They don't want nobody near them. They want the nigga to leave.
Yeah, care.
How you think I know this?
I don't, cause you deal with a lot of bitches. And I'm nice. I be like this, oh, you drove here, or, cause they be sitting around waiting to eat. I be like this, listen, I'm like, the order is coming.
The moment I cack off, I'm done.
I'm good night.
Oh, I'm out of here.
I'll bring you a little warm rag.
I don't
like
need none of
this.
that shit.
So you just walk out with wet
You
balls.
gonna get home.
Take notes,
Eventually.
ladies.
Huh?
If they don't accept the
Gonna
warm
get home,
rag,
right?
they're
I
walking
don't need
around
the
with
warm rag
sticky
from you.
drawers. That's
Fuck
disgusting.
out of here.
You know what?
Disgusting.
Yeah, so you just walk around with wet balls. That's like
What do
the
you mean?
girl. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? How'd you wipe off? You just pull it like you just fucking like what the fuck?
Listen,
So
I'll
so the
scrape it across
concept-
your chin if I need to
Are you
clean
right?
it up, yo.
No, and then my chin is not absorbent. It's not like this is a bounty. What the fuck are you
Listen,
talking
if
about?
it can absorb makeup, it can absorb wet balls. Alright? Come on now.
What are you talking about?
You got foundation of Sephora, but you don't want to take the naturals.
I'm not going to Sephora. I'm in writing getting like maybe it's Maybelline. Are you crazy? I'm not spending $18 on fucking matte makeup. Are you
Yeah,
crazy?
it's overpriced.
I'm not doing that to look crazy anyway. I'm getting older. Like they're like, Jay, your eyes. I'm like, right, I'm fucking older. Like I have panda eyes. I came out like this. I looked exhausted when I was born. Like what the fuck do you want from me? I can't change that.
Just eat a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. You'll fill out.
All right, so look at this. Let's get back to this because you know it's funny. Like I forget what I want to say, that he just pulls me right back in.
About the
you
dick
are a
size?
fucking no. Forget the dick size because you just want to. Let me also clarify this. It's not a 20-inch dildo, and the reason I know this is because
That shit,
I
the
also
bitch, that not the
listen.
same bitch to you, but that
I
bitch
know.
had
Listen.
a fucking rocket launcher in her pussy.
But was it two-ended? Because
I don't.
But I'm
That's
telling
you're asking
you,
way too much.
I'm not
because
because okay.
two-handed shit.
So at a sex party, and that's they have like the little it's wine and penises everywhere. So but you see a really long one, and they have two different heads, and it's for women. Because what do you mean? Because you have to
I'm
ask
listening to
questions.
you.
Well, I didn't want to ask questions, but you're at this party and you're like, what is this shit?
What party was I at? I was at a
No,
fucking
me. I'm at
Okay.
the party and I don't know what we're looking at. Like there's straps and I'm just not prepared. Give me a little cheapy vibrator and maybe I'll work out just to be nice. You go to the Person Black event. You want to support upcoming businesses, whether they're spread out with dildos or what. It's completely awkward.
When's the last time you had a dildo on your pussy?
Never. I've never used that.
You got some good pussy.
I know I do. But let me just say, the dildos, depending upon the material, I think women are sensitive. So you can't just be sticking anything. I can't imagine. I don't know.
Are you sensitive to condoms? I've met
Absolutely, yeah.
a lot.
Most people are. There's different types. For me, I just feel like if you have sex on a regular basis, you figure out what works and what doesn't work. It could be a complete mess, and then you're cooked. As a female, if you use the wrong condom,
It's over.
you're done for at least a month and a half.
Yo, for
Not
a guy
month,
too.
Like a week.
Oh, I remember I was in Tampa.
Ugh.
And I had to go get some shit called a Family Value Center Pack. Oh, it was the moment I tried, that shit deflated me. I was like, oh, I just threw this shit away and I looked, it's fucking terrible.
It's a baby. All right. So speaking of condoms, I had to go. I was the one that was responsible. We were outside somewhere in a limo. My friend Renee, she just passed. She ripped a hole in a stocking. So she says to me, "Can you get me nail polish, which women use to stop the run?" So I said, "I'm going into the store to get condoms for myself." And as I'm going in, we're in the condom section. We're like, so the guy ahead of me, I already have the stockings. I said, I'm not going to buy nail polish. I'll just buy you a new pair of sheer fucking stockings, you idiot.
Understood.
So she's an idiot. So anyway, I'm behind, sorry Renee. So she's in the limo, and I'm behind this person, and I'm just waiting. And I'm a Trojan person, but it's you can't,
What style of Trojan?
Magnum. So go rappers, go rappers only. So now.
Yeah, every
it's
girl
true.
loves this shit. I've never been around a girl that don't carry them shits.
But wait a second, don't pull one out and then be underprepared. In any
What do you
event,
mean?
1 second, I'll get there. So the guy ahead of me asked for size small.
Yeah.
Do you have no, what do you mean yeah? I didn't know they made them that small. They
You
make
know
them
why though?
Why? They'll fall off.
No.
What?
So he can pop them shits and fill the pussy. Real shit. You ain't know? He's just a dirty nigga.
No, he was little. He
Yeah.
was tiny. He was like a little Italian guy.
Yeah, he wanted to pop the shit so he can feel. So when the girl be like, "Oh, what happened?" All right, you was already feeling some of the raw dick. Might as well keep it going. The girl's gonna be like, "Yeah, the dick good. Keep it going."
So this was in.
That's never happened to you, Jenna?
No, not in that
You-
fashion.
oh.
I supply the condoms in most instances.
And
it
it never got to the point, oh shit, the shit popped. Nah, I was already feeling the raw dick, let's keep it going.
Depends on what the situation is, but I'm not really.
Okay, thank you for
I don't have money,
understanding.
I'm broke. There's no way I can have a kid now at this point. Like, I'm just saying, at this
No, you
point,
can have a kid.
I'm fucking 40. I'm 40 in January.
That's
It's
nice.
over. I don't have the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like Iman, or what's the other one? Janet, 55, having a child. It's a whole different ballgame.
Listen.
Babysitting is different. And you know this. Like, you understand as you get older, things are different.
Nah, shit's still the same for me.
All right, you know what? We'll touch lightly on the debate. I don't want to get into a whole politics thing because with Trump, with COVID, I mean, stock market, if you have money in the stock market, it's a shit show. I don't sleep at
I
night.
love it.
I'm up at night and I'm up in the morning doing research like a lunatic, and then, you know, my phone's like, beep, beep, beep. And then my father's like, he goes, yeah, fucking phone. I go, it's stock. I said, it's stock. And if I make $11 in one day while I sleep, I'm very happy with that. Sometimes
great business.
I'm happy. Overnight, and you wake up. Don't get me wrong. And then sometimes you have to sell, right? Because it's bullshit. There's manipulators. They buy into the cheap stock. Once it gets to a certain point, you buy it. It's very important to pay attention. I'm having anxiety because, you know, tomorrow there's one of my stocks that could be COVID positive, like they do the taste test and shit. And then the Q3 thing comes out like Friday. I'm like a lunatic. It's $11. I'm looking more like to buy in.
Ooh, baby.
Sweet. It's sweet. It's sweet spot. Sweet spot. What's the situation?
You ain't ready. Give up the pussy fast, not slow.
All right. So let me
You
ask
ain't
you,
ready to
how
go.
much is LeBron in charge of that? Do you even know
In charge of what?
the score?
I don't care.
He could be having a horrible game. I care.
Well,
Because
what does
this
it
is-
matter if he's having a horrible game? If they, what does it bother you?
It doesn't bother me as much as the fact that he claims to be as good or as solid or as ice in their veins as a Jordan. And
He has
dare I
more
say
game
Kobe.
winners than Jordan.
That's because he's been playing since he's 6.5.
So he gets penalized for being healthy. That's like penalizing a guy because he could fuck for 40, 50 minutes.
Hold on, but Jordan-
he can only satisfy women because he can go 50
You know what?
minutes. That sounds ridiculous, Jenna.
You can go 50 minutes, but I'm gonna go with you for 50 minutes. There's a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
Now, I agree with you on that,
50
too.
minutes? We can take a time out and have a sandwich and come back to it, watch a little Seinfeld and come back to
You
it.
got that coke, yo.
I'm not going 50 minutes. I don't have energy for this.
You don't?
You're That's a Charlie horse waiting to happen. It is. Like mid-situation, like this, let me move this way because you can feel the situation changing. Anyway, 50 minutes, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not doing 50 fucking minutes. That's crazy.
What's a
Tim.
good minute structure?
I'm good with about 25, 30.
Still an extra 15.
Oh, I can knock it out in 7.5. You asked me, I'm comfortable.
No. That's
You understand
perfect.
what I'm saying too? So, because I don't have the energy sometimes, and I want to go to bed. So I don't have.
But aren't you just laying there, or you
Are you
have?
crazy? Who just does that?
I've been a lot of layers, so I just spit it in.
I mean, that's my.
and drill them.
You know what?
Well,
You're like the
what?
third person I've heard say. All right, you know what?
You live in the Bronx. Spanish niggas, all they do is spit in
I
these
don't do
Spanish women.
Spanish dudes. I've dealt with one Spanish dude. I thought he was black, my friend, and that's when I cheated on when I went to Miami. See what I'm saying? Like it wasn't my fault.
Oh, you cheated on him because you didn't.
It was the
find
end of the
Spanish.
situation, so I don't even consider it cheating.
So you like cheating on Spanish people then?
I only have one Spanish boyfriend, so.
So far your track record is you cheat on Spanish people.
I'm one for
I'm
one.
fucking with you.
I'm one for one. It is what it is.
Listen,
He's listening to this like, I knew it. I'm like,
You'll be all right.
I don't give a fuck. He's
Yo.
no, but
Yo, dudes have to know. Listen, I took out too many niggas' girlfriends by accident for me not to realize other dudes can't take my bitch out at this point in the juncture of the game. Come on now. You miss a text message, shorty's already thinking, oh, he's doing shit. You know what? Let me go take this dinner plan that I've been holding off.
What's interesting is this.
Enlighten
I let
us.
people hang themselves, right? So that's it. Until I know for sure, I may let you know, hey, listen, blah, blah, blah.
Blah.
There's no accusations until
Not
there's
at
an
all.
inkling, until we really have proof. Because if you're wrong, you're an idiot.
That's a fact.
And you're speculating on shit that is not going on. And to be quite frank, if I'm all over you like that, this probably isn't a good relationship. If I'm worried about what you're doing in every waking moment, I'm good. I have my own thing to do. You better have your own thing to do. And I'll see you later or not. There's no pressure. And it's not that I play hard to get. I do feel that I don't have energy for it. So when you act like, when you have a certain level of kill yourself, it cuts off a lot of the fat.
How about trying open relationship?
I'm not doing that.
Like, no, you.
That is STD City, and I'm not
No,
even
no,
kidding.
no, no,
This is
no,
not,
no,
I'm not
no,
kidding, I'm not
no,
doing
no,
that.
no, no.
I can't do it.
All right, how about this? There's at least
I can't
three.
do it.
No, there's at least 3 girls.
It's a UTI, like, wait, you said that's real shit. I don't give a fuck. That's how you know the person's cheating.
No. You
And
don't gotta,
when if you've been fucking the same person for like 3-4 fucking months, and all of a sudden you come with it, and it's not the condom. If you listen, if your cooch is the size of like this, after sex, it's the condom. We have sex, everything's all love. 3 days later, my cooch is on fire when I piss. You're dealing with somebody else, and I know it. Like,
well, what if she's fucking other niggas?
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Your dick is on fire. It doesn't. I don't care who it is. I don't care who's cheating.
So, I mean, somebody's being reckless. That's all it is.
But this is what an open relationship is.
No,
and now
no,
this
no,
person's
no.
fucking this person and this
No.
person.
How about this?
Oh God, Lord.
How about
Oh
this?
Lord. Go
I
ahead.
don't know
Oh.
your scenario.
I'm sipping a Hynaken.
Y'all just have a live-in girlfriend. I know at least 4 girls that were like, yo, if I get in a relationship with them, we gotta have a living girlfriend so they can run off and do their shit. I said, sure, bitch. Do you?
Oh God. All right.
You wouldn't have a living girlfriend with your man?
I don't like girls, and that's the problem.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Would you have a living guy though? If it
I
was
don't
2
like
guys?
that either. That's a lot of work. And I'm into. We've had this conversation. I'm into porn, right? I'm into porn.
Oh, so am I.
And we've had this conversation a little bit, right? So we're not gonna go there. We already did that.
Yeah.
We did that. Now my thing is this: when you look at the 2 penises, we just talked about size. So unless if you're dealing with 2 big, you know what I'm saying? You can't do what I don't do this for a living, right? So now all of a sudden I'm an in-house porno queen. I'm supposed to be, you're in my ass, you're in my fucking cooch, and I'm supposed to make this work. I'm not comfortable. Neither of you motherfuckers want to do dishes, empty the garbage, wipe any floors down. So it's like, it sounds like an R. Kelly-esque situation. I'm not doing it. I don't think it's cool.
But I don't think your pussy would be that damn
After that, you're done, yo.
Keep it frankly honest.
I can't do it.
Strippers and porn stars probably have way better pussy than the regular chicks.
You know why? Because they do muscle. There's exercises you're supposed to be doing.
Thank you. Cause I remember I ran into this one chick. I was like, what the fuck was in here, bitch?
Yeah.
And it's rare you run into a bitch that you could smuggle a Timberland and some fucking 8 balls and that shit.
You're gonna have to give a warning. So I'm gonna spit my drink out at one point. You're out of control.
That's like 1 out of 50.
1 out of 50?
Yeah, like it's rare you run into a bitch.
Okay, well,
Got a
alright,
cave,
let's get
cave pussy in.
Jesus Christ. What's
Maybe
this
1 out of 80. Yeah, because after that, I ain't run into too many of those shits.
After 80. Are you listening to this guy?
I'm just making up numbers for you.
Okay. What's the score?
Not in service.com.
I told you.
You said you ain't ready for
We're
that
gonna
shit.
check the score on a few because I have to say, again, I'm so thankful that you're here because I wanted to bang my head against the desk once I realized what was going on. Let's talk about the VP debate which went down on Wednesday. Did you watch that shit?
I don't care about voting. I don't care about politics.
You're in New York and you're lucky because
Why
other
would
states.
Huh?
You're lucky. You're in New
Why
York.
would I be lucky for? Let me ask you this.
Go.
Who's been our last 3 presidents?
Going backwards, Obama. You have Bush. You got Clinton.
All right. So let's take all the dirty niggas in the Bronx, in Brooklyn, Queens. That's been in front of the corner stores for 15 years. So when they say, oh, Obama's going to be changing things, and they're still in front of that same corner store, clearly it ain't the fucking president.
Hold on a second. So I have a question. We were just talking briefly on stocks and shit, right? And you would get like the big O. So was math in the corner. Everybody got very excited. I don't care what nobody. You can fucking say I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Were you this excited under Obama or under Bush? And whether it was we as a collective
I
were
was
not
excited
mature
about the
enough?
novelty of seeing a light-skinned dude in the office, but then 10 days later, it was like, all right, back to regular scheduled programming.
with Obama, because you just finished.
I didn't like
speaking to-
Obamacare
Me
neither.
neither.
That shit fucked me.
Hello,
Yo,
thank you.
I-
And
black
people, listen, I do this for a living. I'm in the medical field. Like I run an office.
I hate
like,
Obamacare.
So all right. So for a living, I fight medical bills. So if you ever have issues with it, like I do that for a living. I write to the AG, Letitia, and I like. Not that I know her personally, but her staff gets back, and I've always won. With Obamacare, it's increased prices. So unless you're gonna do Medicare for all or some kind of program like that, where if you think about it, I don't care what you make, right? So you could be, let's just easy, $5,000. So for insurance, I'm gonna take 10%. That's $500 off you. So you're making $4,500. Who cares? That's pre-tax, right? So you take it off. It's like FICA, right? It's like when federal having them take it off of the insurance. You're not even gonna miss it. Right, to a certain extent, and it's based on your income. It's not like the guy making $10 is getting $500. Like it's gradual, right? You don't even use your insurance. Most people do not use their insurance, whether it's car insurance, house insurance, life insurance, medical insurance. They don't use the insurance. So where are these premiums going? Because the minute you get sick, they don't want to cover shit. And I fight this all the time. There'll be people in car accidents. I had somebody who broke both legs on a motorcycle, compound fractures. When I seen the pictures, I was like, and they didn't want to cover it. I was like,
what was their national?
Geico.
What was their nationality?
Black.
I know. Cause here's what it is.
On the Jackie Robinson, no less. He was on a bike with his girlfriend on the back and slammed into who knows what on the Jackie Robinson.
Well, Jenna, since you know you're mixed, right? Me.
Oh, here we go.
Because of how my real name is spelled and how I speak on the phone. Whenever they play the game, that's how I used to get a lot of job interviews. They always thought I was some Russian guy from Yugoslavia or some shit. I take all the bass out. I remember I was going to the airport and they locked me out the gate and canceled my ticket. I called them. They're like, yeah, you're not getting a refund and you're gonna miss your flight. I said, I called again, and I use the three famous words: offensive, egregious, deplorable. You have to use those three words if you want a refund. You already know this. You can't say, yo, fuck this shit.
No.
I'm offended. The legalities and all, and they refunded me, gave me my flight and everything.
All right. So after South by Southwest, and because I had about 4 different flights booked for different things, not just me, my ex, and my daughter going to different places. Like I had about 4 different situations booked. Everybody gave my money back except for United. Listen, Donald, JetBlue, and I had another experience going to South by Southwest again, like years ago. They gave my money back. South by Southwest, they give you your money right back. United was the only one I had a problem with. And United, they're crying for bailouts. These airlines are crying for bailouts. And whereas, like I said, American Airlines, JetBlue, all these companies Delta gave my money back. If you're looking for a bailout, you need to give people their money back on their credit cards for flights they did not use. Because now I have $1,200 in credit. I don't want to go nowhere right now. Where am I going right now?
Give me that credit.
I can't. It's non-transferable. That's the crazy part about it. It'd be different if it was like points, you can transfer it. You're stuck with credit. I'm not going anywhere unless I'm on fire. All right, you know what, Yanks? Do you care about baseball? You don't give a fuck about baseball.
I haven't cared about baseball since 2009.
All right, you know what? Let's step aside a second. Let's open up the floor to make it easy for you. Give me your don't do that. Give me your most memorable sports moment.
Good and bad.
Sure, we have time.
Good, of course, was the 2016 finals when Lebron came back. That was amazing.
Go ahead, yeah.
What else was a great moment? When a terrible moment was that John Starks missing those 3
Kill yourself, yeah.
Like I literally was just like, come on, motherfucker, like, come on.
But I know we're in the same age bracket, but I know I'm a female. I can get away with a little bit more.
What's up?
Sobbing.
I cried.
Sobbing hysterically.
I cried.
Like done.
Well, what am I supposed to do as a teenager? Ain't no internet.
Yo.
I'm
devastated.
Yeah, it's all in video games.
Devastated. And back then, what was it? NBA Live? Was that there? That was there back then. That was like, and back then it was like pixelated. My brother had that shit. It was like, crazy.
Right.
And Madden. There was a couple of games you had to have and Madden.
You know what was a great sports moment? When they finally captured or they killed or murdered whatever Osama bin Laden,
Okay.
and then
They cut the game.
and then they was playing. The Mets were playing. I forgot what team they were playing, and one of the first basemen got a hit, and he's from Canada, so he just started hearing everybody scream USA, USA. And he was like, "Yo, what did I do? What did I do?" Because he's Canadian, and just the vibe of them saying USA, USA. That was an ill sports moment, you know.
Wow.
And I just was like, at least Obama got that, because if had Bush or Trump got that, they'd have been like top 5 president of all time.
Obama was great from the standpoint of
Visually, that's about it.
you know,
From
the face.
Yeah, that's it.
The face, and again, being biracial. You know what I can't stand? When you claim one side and not the other. That shit drives me fucking crazy. Crazy. Halle Berry drives me crazy.
Oh! Yo, nigga! They wildin' on him right
Can
now!
I should just go, Cluj?
Yo!
You don't want to.
Your pussy ain't ready for
You
that.
don't want to see
20?
that.
Oh, 20?
Oh, you're not even close, baby.
Yeah.
27.
Oh, you 30, man.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Smacking them around.
Oh, that's what you call getting cocked properly.
Is it halftime?
I don't give a fuck.
Still the second quarter.
Yo, Jenna, where the food at, baby? Yo, fuck Cortez right now. I'm about to pop his champagne.
It's in the fridge too.
Oh, no, that's my dude, though. I've known him
I'm
for
so
13
angry
years.
right now. What?
You know what's crazy? Geo, Taz, myself, we all started all at the same time, yo. That was an ill era, man. That was an ill era.
I miss those times because things were
too.
different. You know what I mean? Everything wasn't social media. You really had to go
Huh?
out and
They were
engage.
different.
Yeah.
They were different.
It was way better back
They
then
were
because you
definitely
had to
better.
engage. You really had to go out and show work ethic. You had to go out and pay to get in. You know, pay different things. I paid for my shirt. This is
Wow.
Cortez's shirt. Like when he comes on, we
Oh,
have
no,
to-
he got to give me some of those.
No. I paid for my shirt.
I applaud you, but he got to give me some of them shits.
That's a conversation. Hang on a second.
Just
Paid
like
for
that.
shirt. Paid.
No. Don't get it twisted.
Publicity's in TV and paid for shirt.
I'm not against paying for a person's business because there's a terminology called cost of production.
Correct.
So just like it comes for Geo to do the visual, my man over here, Mac doing the audio at a high level. I see so far the meters don't even go in the yellow, they stay in the green. High level functionality right there, that costs.
Well, he runs the whole situation, and
As he should.
he's the brainchild behind S Street Media. He was the brainchild behind another station that we'll leave alone.
Why
But
not? Why you not giving them the credit for it?
It's not a matter of that.
Let-
It's Coke representing Pepsi, and that's just the bottom line.
No, but I'll give you this. You know how I started up at This Is 50, kind of, right?
Correct.
Even though she and I are no longer in communication, I will never rewrite history, though. Because she put me in position.
I get that, but in the same breath, I do think when you're branding, it's like
All right, I get
it's
where you're
like
coming from.
that's it, and it's crazy. Quick story: one of my clients, I walk in, you know, he's wearing his underwear in a robe. So when I walk in,
That's
I'm not
still-
kidding. I
that's
said,
still
"What about-"
leadership.
I don't care. So I said, what are you wearing right now? You know what I'm saying? So he's like, you know, nothing. So I said, no. I said, what the fuck you got on? And basically, this person is a designer, you know, so you have your own shit. So what the fuck is this? Like, why are you wearing such and such when this is what you do? So when he looked at me, he goes, I need another robe. He covered up what he was wearing because it hit home. And that's something that I learned, I don't even know, economics. It was an economics course I took, and they did use Coke and Pepsi. And it's funny because one of the CEOs, so they come down the road, come on in.
Look at this.
Down the road, you know, basically it was that speech. They said it's like, or how about this undercover boss? They had this dude who worked in Taco Bell, and because Taco Bell didn't give him a discount on the food, he used to run across the highway in Florida to the Burger King across the street. So this is what's going on. If you're not able to facilitate, I'm gonna find it elsewhere. All right, listen, any closing segments between the TV and the pussy, the Heat versus the Lakers, the VP debate, before we take a quickie break? Mr. Cortez.
Yo, my nigga got the broccoli right there.
Do you see my shirt, Cortez?
Yo, I need one of
Oh,
those.
gang.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. But a certain somebody in the room whose shower made name was this. 1, 2, I already
He
won.
know it's me.
So then what the fuck? Could you just wait a second?
I known this guy 13 years. He's gonna know I said that shit.
So now we're going by years. I
Why
know
not?
court says 6.5 fucking years and 3 months. What kind of shit is this? Listen, you know what? Can we take, is it okay, boss?
I almost watched him murder a nigga over
What are you doing?
a wooden chair. What are you talking about? He know what I'm talking about.
Turn that button.
Turn that butter. Somebody almost got shot over a wooden chair.
We not like that no more.
No, yeah, none of us are.
Anyway, that was all a jokey joke the last 2.5 minutes.
No, it's on camera.
This can't be used for court purposes. All right, listen, we'll be ready to go to a break. That was all behind the scenes footage. You okay? Paper Rock Live, S Street Media. Thank you, man, for holding the whole situation down. Sponsored by Urban Variety. And shout outs to Mr. Bobby Cakes for keeping us high with those cupcakes and cookies. Were you here for that shit?
No.
Roasted and cooked. Holy fuck. We're gonna have to have him back. Right? All right, we'll be back.
Let's get this food and champagne test.
All right, let's go.
Nigga.
Woo!
She got that shit in the fridge, nigga.
Yeah.